Hello everybody, welcome back again to another game here on the G Valorant channel. Today we have the Googly Eyes versus Post-Plant Depression going on today. Captains today are looking like Shaboy from Googly Eyes and Mr. Derp from Post-Plant Depression. Should be an exciting game. Both of them are fairly competitive in this season. And they are doing their pick bans at the moment. So our map looks like Ascent for map 1 and Split for map 2, and then I believe it's where is here Abyss for, is it Abyss? Yep, Abyss for map 3. Should be an exciting game, theoretically, one would hope. Feel free to drop your predictions in chat on who is likely to win this game. I'll stay fairly neutral. Today, we do have the luxury of being in the observer slot, so that allows us to see both sides of the game, not just from the perspective of what we're authorized to view on, which should make this a lot more interesting, especially as we get to see kind of what those lineups look like before before they even happen, because we get to see both sides of the fog of war. All right. Hopefully everybody's having a great weekend. It's busy up here in chilly Colorado. It's supposed to snow next week even. All right. As we kick off into Ascent, we'll get to see our first vision on what the picks for each team are going to look like. Googly Eyes is going to be on your right for this set, so that'll be the attacker side. We're already seeing plenty of lock-ins here. So we've got Whiff, who's playing Sova, Krim on Jet, Shaboy playing classic Omen, Ruben on KO, Codemaster hovering over on top of the Killjoy. Meanwhile, our good friends over on Post-Plant Depression are setting up, trying to figuring out what they want to do, gonna line up for a perfect lock-in. Codemaster taking the opportunity to do his full lock-in. We're seeing Mr. Derp over on Gecko, Incendium on swapping off, going over to Reyna maybe. Tumor over on Fade, and Neresa on Omen, and Jazz Cheese over on Killjoy. From like a competitive lineup point of view, you know, we're seeing both of the KOs, which is great for kind of locking down those sites. Omen for the denial, especially with the smokes, and moving around with the teleport, finding different angles. Fade, again, same kind of style as Omen with that denial, especially with dogs and getting that information gathering. That kind of lineup difference is probably going to be between your Sova and Fade there, and then your KO is going to line up with your Reyna, and your Jet's probably going to line up with your Gecko here when we look at the actual setups on either team. But it all depends on how the teams line up, and we've got our lock-ins now. Moving on to Ascent. Such a good song. In case you're curious about any of the music that we play, it's all from Stream Beats by Harris Heller, free for anybody to use on their own streams and in their own content. All right, as we enter in the game here, already seeing Post-Plant getting their setup from Killjoy, lining up all over the site. This first round is going to have an extended buy phase, giving people kind of a chance to line up the setup. Killjoy's setup, though, looking to be all for naught as we see an A site setup. Classic first round move here. All right, here we go. We see our entry coming in. Whiff lining up, shots are down. We're seeing a big rotate over from Post-Plant up on the top side of the map.
There they are.
Shots going down. Neresa already down to 21 points of health. Googly Eyes getting their setup. Big peek coming out. Mr. Dirt picking off Ruben. Gecko trying to use Wingman in order to get some information. Big recovery here. Mr. Derp coming out. One left. Oh, and it all ends up Mr. Derp picking up Shaboy. And Cheese picking up your final thing. Jazz Cheese getting that last defuse.
Flawless.
The momentum is now on the side of Post Plant here. They took the opportunity for the big rotate and it paid off extremely well. Things coming out from the Googly guys side of things in order to kind of determine, okay, where were they last time? Are we going to see any kind of consistency from round to round? So a few chat message. All right, lots of steps over on B lobby. Seeing the pinks coming out. Derp, it's gonna be visible here. 1, 2, they're not checking their corners. 3, Derp picking them off.
Down mid.
And Cindium peeking from line. There was no communication on Googly Eyes onto where Derp was hiding. And he picks off 4 out of 5. Lacking only that last one over from Reyna taking out the 5K. For Googly Eyes here, this is going to be a formative moment. This is going to be the first opportunity for them to actually have and buy guns. Meanwhile, Post Plant here is focusing on their kind of econ. They're not going to buy up games. They're just going to kind of stick with what they already have. Narisa alone on site, hearing the drone. No pings, but looks like voice comms because we're already seeing her rotate. Presence was detected. They know she's on site. Jet dashes on with the teleport trying to get on site. I wasn't able to conclude that. Tumor pushing up. And Cindium getting head taps. Ruben doing a little bit of damage, but Cindium using that dismiss in order to kind of get out of the way, get control of the site. They are now stuck. Mr. Dirt pushing up. Gonna use the ult in order to push up. Does get shot. He knows where he's at. Picks up the gun. They know one's hell. They know one's box. And Cindium and Jazz gotta push out.
Last player standing.
Crim. Not quite able to land those shots. Oh! 2 going down into the chest, but unfortunately that's not fast enough as Cindium gets the headshot and the defuse. That's 3-0 now. Even if it was a huge econ loss kind of for... They couldn't keep those guns into going in the direction from Post Plant's direction. But Googly Eyes in a much worse position here, especially as they did a full buy last round and they've got really nothing that they can buy up to right now. It'll take 2,900 credits in order to get a Vandal, so they can really realistically only buy like a light weapon. Googly Eyes setting up for a slightly different style of play, seeing if they can maybe draw people off sides. Mr. Dirt, ready for it. Does get smoked. The knife from KO does go down on A side, but it doesn't actually detect anybody. Incendium looking for that foot peek here. Googly Eyes now has mid control here. Sova trying to draw people over onto B side, not quite successfully managing it. Derp falling over on B side. Big pick over from Crim. That's forcing them all to rotate over now. There's the orb. There's the peek. Gets the orb, but not able to get that kill, and Cindium picks him off. All's quiet on the front here. Shaboy ready to have that coming with Tumor, but abilities do kill. Unfortunately, Tumor didn't quite have the health in order to sustain that because all it took was one shot from its teammate. Jazz Cheese holding back. Derp trying to use his util in order to get in. Picks off 2. There's one more. He doesn't quite know it yet. Countered. Does see 1. Unfortunately, not able to have his util out for that. Codemaster taking the opportunity to pick up the gun. and he's at full health right now. Does see one, takes a big chunk of damage though, and not able to quite convert that. Backing up, doesn't quite see the jet. The jet does not get the opportunity. Incendium trying to line up. They did not have enough time to plant, and that gives it 4-0 now for post plant. Leading 4-0 right now for post-plant depletion. Googly is sitting on a fat egg right now. Taking the opportunity, gonna switch it up, doing a B-side push here. Carrots out, a lot of noise. Big steps, no visual confirmation on how many people are there. They have Crim taking the opportunity. Trying to shoot down. KO ult pops off from Ruben. They do know where one is with Jazz Cheese. Jazz Cheese trying to get the convert out, but unfortunately came up from the back. 4-4. KO got, or Killjoy got picked off during the entry. Big pink. Ruben doing a big chunk of damage to Incendium, but not able to convert that into an actual kill. Derp though getting Codemaster over on the line. Crim picking up Tumor and Derp. There's a big pick. Ruben gets shot through the box, picks off Incendium, and that means Nerissa gets the defuse. Coming from an underdog position, especially as Googly Eyes gets that plant down in a very quick order, putting pressure on post plant. They're able to essentially reciprocate that and just reflect all of that pressure back onto them as they're stuck now on B side. Valorant is very much a game of cat and mouse, right? Where you can line up, you got to get your picks, especially in the first half, but your decisions can come back to bite you very easily. Post plant now having their kind of 2-1-2 setup.
Get out of my way.
Chapoy and Omen flashing out from mid. Derp sitting in the smoke, waiting for it to come out. Incendium with the op, though. He's not letting anything happen. Codemasters take the opportunity to back out. Unfortunately, Derp decided to push out of the smoke where Chaboy was waiting for him. Tumor with the Vandal. Trying to hold mid. Smoke goes off. Whiff. Doing the almost the distraction play over on B. They got the pick. There's the big rotate. Googly Eyes now got to try to figure out what they want to do. Spike over, still on tiles. Now it's making way into mid, over towards A. Incendium. Not making a lot of noise. Chaboy here is your entry. Nothing there. There's the shot. That means you're going to see a rotate here from post plant. That's what we're seeing. Fade coming in through CT. There's the shot, taking down Codemaster.
30 seconds left.
Chaboy backing out of that, leaving his teammates kind of by himself. Gets shot by Incendium. Rough with an op here. Incendium not able to quite land that shot though.
One enemy remaining.
Nerissa taking that last kill. Spike those with whiff. He's got 13 seconds.
10 seconds
Doesn't
left.
nearly have enough at the time. This is going to be our second round expiry of the match, but he's going to hold on to his weapon and the spike this round with 12 health.
I am the hunter.
Popping off his ult on accident, on purpose, who knows? Getting a little bit of damage, but letting the other team being like, oh, by the way, he was in CC. Big discussions happening over right now over on the Googly Guys team. They are down 6 points compared to post plant. Not able to get a single round off of them right now. There have been close calls and it's been a close match, but consistently post plant's been able to get that clutch right at the end. With taking the opportunity,
Take flight.
using the drone, see if you can get some visibility. Doesn't see one, sees a glance. The drone trying to set that lineup. Chaboy pushing up into mid. his enemy, Mr. Derp, getting revenge from last round. Killing Shaboy. Things come down from the team to kind of know what's going on here. Krim does get spotted. Does see the head peek. Can't quite convert it. Derp lining up with 1v1s the entire time. Derp taking the opportunity. Does see a little bit of a head. Ruben gets toasted because of it. Codemaster able to convert it. He's last alive now. 84. The big thing he's got to look out for is your good friend Narisa. Coming out, clutching it. It's now 7-0 for post-plant progression. For Googly Eyes, this does not look like the start to a good weekend. But as this format is a best of 3, they have an opportunity to make it back, but they're going to have to come back either hard on this one or try to make it up in the next map. Marisa dropping out, getting that peek. Incendium again with the op. Pulling out the op, using himself as bait for Derp to come over from Catwalk in order to get that shot. Codemaster still in the back, waiting for hint. Ruben doing a little bit of a push-up, does get the kill. Mr. Derp, ready? Is able to convert that into a headshot. Codemaster not able to set that out. Ruben's last alive now. Derp taking the lead here, 18-5 right now. Single-handedly carrying the rest of the team, and actually, he has more kills than the entirety of Googly Eyes combined. If you can find him, kill him, because that is going to be your big game changer for the match. Googly Eyes taking the opportunity in order to set up over on the B side. You know, I just realized I've been simping too much for my YouTube live stream here.
Spike retrieved. Scatter. Flashbang.
You should run.
Big plays out here. Lots of ults coming out from the side of Googly Eyes, trying to get that side up. Actually, no. That's the attacker killjoy.
Found them.
All right. That gives the opportunity for Googly Eyes to get on site. They get the plant down. It's currently 4-3. Little bit of a heads up. Like I noticed, Derp was picked out. This is their opportunity. Tuber takes a good chunk of damage. Incendiary, though, out with the op still. Lined up directly on his head, but not able to quite convert that. The denial
Last player
is
standing.
Dart. Last one alive is Incendium with the op. Does C1, but whiffs the shot. They know exactly where he's at. Unable to convert that. This is going to be the first round for Googly Eyes to get that kill.
They aren't impervious. We can do this.
You go out here. Hello, hello. How are you doing tonight? Hope you guys are having an excellent game to watch today.
Come into the unknown.
Speaking of which, I need to update the title on Twitch, but that can wait until the next round with using his owl in order to enter, get that kind of visibility to understand what's going on in the match right now. Derp hears it, does get smoked off up from Market. Jesse's taking the opportunity to sit inside. Shotboy teleporting in. Jazz does get picked off or seen by Krim. Unfortunately, is able to get pinched. With trying to find Jazz, does convert. Unfortunately, all the way down to 4 health. Dare I say, kind of spooky. It is that time of year. Shot does take the opportunity in order to kind of smoke off that area. Ruben getting the plant down here. Marisa ready for the opportunity, going for maybe a blind. There's the smoke dismiss. Does get spotted. Shaboy pushing in. pairing up with Whiff and getting that last kill. That the momentum has officially shifted.
Right here.
And we're seeing big pushes out here on the side of Googly Eyes. Big buys on both sides here. Full kits of Phantoms and Vandals along with full shields. Full sets of util. This is going to be both teams without any excuses. It's all gunplay and it's all team skill. Derp, hearing the drone, backing out a little bit, does get the shot.
Blow him up, Mosh.
Using Mosh Pit in order to kind of shove the other team out of sight. Crim, using the dash. Using the flash. There's the ult from KO. Getting him on site, giving an opportunity to push up. Spike, unfortunately, he's not with him this time. Crim taking out two more over on the side here. Incendium does get suppressed.
Spike planted.
Whiff. That line's gonna go down. Doesn't able to. Well, he was able to get one kill, but unfortunately, Narissa wasn't actually flashed that last time. It's now down to Jazz Cheese and Narissa. 3v2. Not impossible. We've seen them come back from worse odds. The dart comes out. That means that they are known where they're at. Not a big surprise there. Shaboy takes a little bit of chip damage.
Remaining.
Ruben getting some spray down, taking out Narissa. Jazzy's taking the opportunity to flank. He knows where Shaw's at. Shaw, though, is like, yeah, I'm watching my back.
Last round before the switch.
Spend everything. We keep nothing. Here.
Googly Eyes has the momentum now, but unfortunately, Postplant still has the econ in order to actually push up and keep the pressure on. Every kill you get gives you credits. Every round you hold gives you more. And especially as you get that kind of push out. Grim sees one, does get some spray out, does take a good chunk of damage. Alt comes out from Whiff. Isn't quite able to convert. Gives one with tumor. Early round kill. Knife goes out. That means Incendium was spotted with that knife. Boy on the flank. Marissa. Ready. Slightly above head level. Backs out though. Boy taking the opportunity to pull the knife out, get the walk. The rest of his team lined up over on B. Postplant playing it extremely safe. The smoke goes out, blocking off visibility from connector on B side. Jesse's taking the opportunity to throw the swarm grenade down. Pops out. That's going to be a big stall. Narissa does get spotted over on the lobby.
30 seconds left.
Gets shot. On a big side here. This is the opportunity. Derp's got to be able to... I was going to say, Derp's got to take the opportunity to get some kills, and he absolutely does. That big flank from Whiff does not able to calculate it out, though, and gets shot over by Arch.
Switching sides.
Just remember to everybody, hail hydrate. It's the 9-3 curse here over on the switch sides opportunity. You know what that means? It's anybody's game. I mean, statistically, it's still like Postplant's game, but you know, it's fun to have superstitions, especially it's Halloween. You know, be spooky. Get your spooky on. This is going to be the first round where we see Postplant's attacker side competence. Are they able to convert that defense prowess?
Knife deployed.
Ruben getting knife does get it destroyed, so he doesn't quite know how many people are there. Gets one pick. There's a flash though. Derp's going to use the opportunity to push in.
Spike down.
Crim not able to convert, but does pick off Derp. Again, that large fragger is going to be your biggest oppressive force here. Incendium is a close second, though. Shaboy holding back on site now. Postplant's got to take the opportunity. They are pinned in a corner right now, And that means that Googly Eyes actually has the opportunity to essentially create visibility. Whiff doesn't hear anything, but there's a big walk happening over on Catwalk right now. He's got it. If he has the opportunity to swing and check, now's the time to do it. And that's how you know that he can't actually hear what I say. Risa pushing out. Incendium taking the opportunity. Ping goes down thinking that maybe somebody's up top. Shaboy hiding underneath A site here. It's a quiet match. They're on CT. Codemaster sussing something up right now.
30 seconds left.
Big walk coming up on top now. Shaboy hiding underneath site. He's the only one there. This will be a tough battle for him, though the other team does already have some damage tick. He's
Here.
gets one, gets two.
Spike
It's even
down
now.
A.
Only with a health
10
disadvantage.
seconds left.
Not quite able to convert. Does get a little bit of chip damage down, though. That gives Whiff the opportunity to get on site. Tries to spray, does the shock dart, gets the kill, and the plant is not able to be successfully put down. That means no extra credits for a post plant. This is the round that Googly Eyes needed more than anything else. That's not it, though. We're going to see a gun diff here, especially as Googly Eyes purchases up. Seeing some heavy shields, we're seeing some bulldogs. Snipers coming out, lots of specters. I remember when I used to get made fun of for using a specter. I liked it. Still get made fun of, but that's mostly because I don't play the game anymore. Post plant taking the opportunity, set up a little bit of a diversion over on B side. Incendium taking the opportunity, does still get suppressed. They have information that at least one is there. Crim not ready to do that swing peek here. Big flash, doesn't see anything. Not checking, does see one, able to convert it. Flash goes out, dashes in. Pulls out util, gets one, not able to convert it. Pulls out a secondary. Big dash. Dog goes out. Unfortunately, Crim has already readjusted. Jazz Cheese coming in from the side, though. Ping. Pings from Googly Eyes. Hey, he's over there. There's the next big fight here. Jazz Cheese swings.
One enemy remaining.
Whiff managed to do the conversion. Sumer at 6 points of health. Does manage to get the spike, though. The biggest point key for here is if he can get the spike down somewhere. Whiff out for the entire denial here on site.
30 seconds
You
left.
can hear the steps. He's got his knife out, guns out. Already ready for Tumor to walk around the corner there and deny the plant. It's 9-5. Googly Eyes setting up the big kind of defense play here. Ascent is traditionally a more defense-sided map, especially as your kind of locomotion around the map is significantly helped by the distance that it takes to get from A to B, right? Versus on the attacker side, right, you have to go out and around in order to get onto the other site. Yes, mid is a big kind of assist to that, but in order to get on from A site to B site using that, you have to go through the site. You can't just go from connector. Knife goes down. Derp does get spotted this time. Crim sees a little bit, does shoot. Trying to put some suppressive force. Backs off, though. Derp taking the opportunity to kind of back on site. Does see one. Does get Ruben. Crim readjusting his shots now, waiting for Derp to peek. Smoke coming out from Shavoy, trying to do that kind of suppressive force. Counter smoke comes out onto B site. Codemaster's opportunity here. Codemaster and Whiffer, actually. Does get sprayed. That's rough. I'm sorry. In chat from Jazz Cheese. That's honestly fair. Shaboy does know. Race on the other side of that wall, though. Big pick. Incendium does get Codemasters. That means they have the opportunity. This is going to be the first plant of the second half of this game. Shots going down. Shaboy ready.
Spike planted.
Grim using the opportunity to get some visibility. Does catch the flank. Shaboy on site, not able to quite convert it with a kill. Incendium taking him out. He's marked. Big flick. Doesn't see one. Is able to get Incendium, but Derp is right behind him, using Incendium as a body shield for that shot. It's 10-5. Now with post plant getting that round. Never forget to drink water, everybody. It's super important. Especially if you're casting. Big spot from the Googly side of things. Unfortunately, a little bit of a trade on both sides. Big opportunity here from a flank side. Steps coming down, pings there. They know. Sees one. Krim takes a good chunk of damage there, down to 30 health. Derp taking the opportunity to plant with Wingman here. There's the plant, there's the credits.
Thrash is ready.
Whiff knows that one's there. Does get shot in the back though. Incendium being a menace over in CT. The rest there. A little bit of a knife. It does take some tick damage. Ruben being the entry, being the knife, trying to get visibility. Does get flashed over by Reyna. Crip with a knife, trying to convert. Does take the opportunity to run. There's all three there, and that just ends up being a firing squad straight into Krim's body.
Where are we going this time? Remember what worked in the past. Bot coming back.
B-side setup here for post plant. They got immediately spotted last round with not quite using the dart trick this time. He's seen one. Does get a big pick over on the Incendium side of things.
Revealing area.
Dart goes out. He does spot one.
Shock dart.
Shock dart goes out with bounce. Little bit of chip damage. Not enough, really.
Take flight.
Dart goes out. Does spot one. Omen, Reza, taking the opportunity. We may or may not have the opportunity to see an Omen diff here. Race's step is able to be heard by Shaboy on the other side of that wall. Setting for lineup. Shots going down. Big visibility. Does pick one. Does pick two. Shaboy is going to be his only line of defense here. He's going to take the opportunity for the smoke. 1, 2, 3. There's the pickoff. That's what happens when you're not watching the smoke from behind. Jazz T's now trying to rush in. Unfortunately, has util out and not able to convert it.
I have extra money if anyone needs.
Need a drop.
I'm just glad for like no major like technical issues right now. Get online, get everybody in, have full visibility, hasn't crashed. That's your big one right there. Derp taking the opportunity to be kind of their entry over on A side again. He does get spotted by the knife. Does see Krim a little bit. Krim though, gunplay just slightly better. Incendium bringing out the op, taking the pick. Not able to quite convert that. That's gonna split. Effectively create a split over on the Googly side of things. Owl's out, trying to find one. Doesn't quite see Incendium. Incendium taking the opportunity to back out, kind of go back mid again. Krim taking a very conservative line here. Does see one, isn't quite able to react to that. Knife goes out, does spot Jazz Cheese, isn't able to get out of that fast enough, is suppressed. Whiff now. holding on A side, kind of a little bit of a shakeup from last
You
round.
should run.
Attacker Killjoy over on B side. We're just going to take the opportunity to get back on top side. Does manage to whiff Incendium though.
30 seconds left.
0 players detained. No major push over from B side though. There's the smoke. There's the flash. Whiff.
Spike planted.
Does a
Sending ahead.
little bit of shock dart damage. Let's see one. Does get peeked out of the out of the okay. Incendium lost the control of the
Last
site though.
player standing.
Let's see one. Does take a good chunk of damage. Picks off one though. 2. Op from the back. Can't quite see it. That's what we call a rock in a hard place. It's now match point. Big fight, but it's a big back and forth in here. Unfortunately, Googly guys is kind of on that conservative econ going into the last round here. Versus, I mean, compared to
Swarm grenade.
post plant. Full vandals, ops, full shields, full abilities, 2 ults. Mustard's last stand, but in Valorant right here now. 4. Does get a good chunk of damage out. Does get out of that molly. Big pick though. Shibuya was taken out by the op. Risa does spot Krim over on the side. Whiff does get a little bit of chip damage over onto Gecko though. Narisa not ready for Whiff to come up right from behind. Does get the kill though. Whiff's going to take the opportunity to recoup with his teammates. Derp getting the plant down using Wingman as usual.
Spike planted.
If you're a Gecko and don't do that, I don't know what you're doing, honestly. With holding line sight, Jazz Cheese though waiting for the B side plant. Krim knows it now that he's got somebody behind him. Gonna jump up onto site. Whiff. Now with visibility. Does get hit. Recon bolt was destroyed, but he does get one visible pick here. Tumor picked off. Jazz Cheese from
Player
behind.
standing.
With Krim trying to make the play happen. Incendium picking up a Vandal at the last moment. Krim sticking the defuse. Incendium is ready. With there to support his compatriot. G3 holding on.
Here.
12-7. They've got 4 more rounds to go before they can end out this bet.
Here. Gun here.
Turret out.
Stay safe.
As we enter into now our 19th round of the game. Krim popping his util. Does manage to get a big pick off on Incendium. There's one of your top fraggers down.
Shadows traveling.
Jazz Cheese does. See that? Unfortunately is going to get picked off by Shaboy. Big entry here. Trade though.
Swarm grenade out.
Spike
Patience
down
is
B.
key. Trying to get the gun skin. Derp. Seeing and hearing. Managing to sneak right into the back line here. Krim does get
Player
shot.
standing.
Unfortunately, Derp isn't able to convert that into a kill, and the knives are too powerful. Narisa, last one alive here. Googly guys. Taking the opportunity. Krim. Swing out, does left click, but unfortunately not able to convert that one, though. The luck is not on the side. Narisa now over in mid style.
.30 seconds left.
Turret does get spotted by Narisa, or Turret spots Narisa. fires back and does a good kill. They know the steps. Ruben hears him from behind. Narisa not ready for somebody to still be on A site. It's now 12-8 for Googly Eyes. Post plant leading the way here, keeping the pressure on. If Googly Eyes makes one mess up, that's the end of this set. Ruben is KO, lining up here with the knife, ready to get his first fastest peak that he possibly can. Incendium also lining up. There's a big speed push, especially with Econ that they're going to have out here. Incendium is suppressed, but is able to get out his Leer. Ruben backs off, gets that on. Krim pushes up, gets a pick. Mr. Derp down. One fragger out. Googly Eyes meets force with force. Incendium does take a little bit of chip damage from that shock dart from Whiff. Suddenly everything's quiet. Who knows where things are? Smoke coming over, blocking off visibility from there. Incendium does hear. Does hear your boy. Life goes out, suppressed. They know that two of them are still here. Big TP. Door gets closed.
There.
Spike is on site. So it's not like Postplant can just leave. Showboy shots go out. Incendium's just too good. Gets 2 headshots. Krim flanks out. Does get that kill finally, though, for that suppression. Krim from the side gets shot.
Left.
Whiff and Codemaster here. They're trying to get some understanding about what's going on site. Unfortunately, none of them are pinged. That gives them the confidence in order to get the spike, get it planted. Codemaster being your entry here.
Spike planted.
Not seeing anybody over on there. There's now a smoke on site, though.
Turret out.
Turret on the corner here. That smoke comes up. Turret does get shot a little bit. Doesn't quite spot anybody, but counter turret. So we had first turret, but what about second turret? Omen underneath being extremely quiet. Does hear the steps. Tumor gets picked. Codemaster swinging in, grabbing Narisa. Big pick. They gotta get it in. Do they have it? This is on the order of frames. They do not, and that's going to be the end of this set, leaving Post Plant now with their first end of the game. We've got some stats here. Derp now ending it out on 27 kills. We are seeing a perfect interleave of both teams. That's how evenly tied this game is. Getting everything set up here for a quick moment of intermission. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break. But first, a quick analysis from this game. Ooh, there we go. What we're really seeing is kind of how the Swiss system in the CEA leads to better matchups, right? There are some unfortunate cases like last week where it was a reverse sweep, a sweep. But we also see more consistently these kinds of cases here where you have two teams that are so evenly matched that it creates exciting competitive games. This one is going to go into game 2. This is where the opportunity where Googly Eyes actually has in order to kind of make up that loss of last round. If they lose this, that's the end of the set. Again, it's best of 3. Following that up, if they win, we go to the third map. If I remember correctly, we are going to, there it is. We are going to split next round where The Googly Eyes team will be taking defense, and we're going to see how they open on defense rather than how they open on attack, on like they did on here on Ascent. We'll be back here in just a moment, and hopefully another exciting game. Alrighty, and welcome back. It's your favorite cat, girl, woman, person here for a live stream. We're going on to game 2 here, where we're going to be moving on to our good old friend Split. Was originally pulled out of rotation back in 2023, put back in And that means we have an exciting match in front of us. Let's look at the picks again. We have Googly has set up with their lock-ins already. Ruben going for the wow. Ruben going for Raze, Whiff going for Killjoy, Shaw going for Clove, Crim going for Jet, and Codemaster popping out on Fade. From the attacker side, we're seeing some fairly new picks, few consistents here. Incendium over on the... Man, I'm having a day already. Incendium over on Reyna, Neresa over on Astra. Jazz Cheese popping out with Sky. Mr. Dirt bringing out the good old Sage. Tumor back over on Fade. Waiting on those last few lock-ins here from the other side of the party here. Incendium with the lock-in. All that we need now is Tuber. Switch it up or keep it the same. Keep it the same. And we launch straight into the match. Hopefully everybody's having a good afternoon. I know I've said it like a million times, but like, I do truly wish people are having a good time. All right. We enter into the match here right at the beginning. There are definitely some similarities, definitely some differences from our good friend over on Ascent. Very familiar kind of layout though. We're likely to see some pretty similar matchups and lineups as we did last round. Is Mr. Derp going to be our top fragger here as an attack sage? He's got the spike, so maybe Shaboy lining up, getting ready for the smokes. Not deciding to peek here. There's the smoke. Does see one, isn't quite able to convert it. Crim, though, trading out, grabbing on Jazz Cheese on the other side of the map. Codemasters does spot one. Incendium does get blinded. Grenade goes out. Incendium take a good chunk of damage there. 20 points off of their health. Codemaster setting up over on site. Crim sees one, a little bit more chip damage. Incendium down pretty dangerously. However, bombs on B. There's the plant. Ruben is walled off. Gonna start the knife process now. Fun fact, this could be very funny. Neresa with visibility up on top. Tumor hanging out with the enemy team, does get spotted in the back. Neresa sees one, isn't able to convert it.
One enemy remaining.
Mr. Derp getting two more. Codemaster not looking in the right direction. Neresa coming over from flank. From their flank. And popping off. We're seeing some attack side dominance here already. Setting up in positions. Other team not quite ready for kind of the wall to block them off. The layup up on top of rafters. Google guys taking the opportunity now to kind of reset, reassess, understand, are these the positions that we want to play? Is this how we want to play? Meanwhile, our good friends ready to see one, gets a little bit of damage, does get spotted by a haunt. Codemaster in a sticky situation up top. Crim on site. May have gotten spotted just a little bit there. Jazz T taking the opportunity. Giving a little bit of a heal. With hiding in the back, does take the opportunity to get a gun upgrade. Four v 4.5 here. Let's see one. Ruben does use the grenade to do quite a good amount of suppression. Get back, gets out of the way. Does see one, gets a little bit of chip damage. Sprints. That sheriff, though, is too powerful. Crim grabbing Chaz G's in the background. Incendium getting his 2. Derp swinging down with that Spectre getting 1 more. It's been evened out now. It's a 3v2.
30 seconds left.
Chaboy taking the opportunity to come back on top site.
Last
Does see
player
1.
standing.
Sheriff, again, not nearly as powerful as some people would hope it to be. Whiff gets 1 using that gun he stole from earlier.
1 enemy remaining.
2. Is he going to stick it? He holds it. Whole little gang. Whiff getting the win, though, even if he does drop the gun. Tumor, a little bit mad.
Hesitation is for amateurs. Let's go.
They had their plan. Are they going to run it back again? See if they can get it to work a second time. They did get the spike down, but unfortunately, them dropping that gun up in mid was a huge loss, especially because it gave Googly Eyes kind of the power that they needed in order to get that last few kills. Incendium now showing their sniper prowess. The fade alert does go down. Partial miss. Crim converting that out with a kill using... Crim flashed out by Sky. Pushed back into a more compromising position. Ruben. Does see, does realign, does get the kill. 5v2. Not a huge surprise, especially considering the econ loss that Postplant suffered last round, especially losing it, even after getting that spike. Jazz not able to use the Marshall as well as Incendium could use it, or use the op last game. They know they're still there. They know they keep getting shot. They don't actually have the spike with them, though. So they're going to have to go back towards T-side in order to pick it up. Again, just kind of using util to bait out time.
30 seconds left.
Smoke's there, keeping him from pushing out. Again, over and over and over again, we're seeing this util just to use to suppress and keep them back. They're running now 15 seconds on the clock. They're not quite going to have enough time to actually get there. But they could take the opportunity to get at least 1 kill. Because they need to be planting now in order for it to actually work out. Whiff does see 1. They're trying to get that last second plant. That's going to be denied by Whiff, though. No credits for you. And they're going to lose their guns from last round. This is going to be the first round of econ that the that post plant actually does see this round, or this set. So you've got a whole bunch of Vandals and full shields. The only exception there being Jazz Cheese. Not quite having enough funds. Preferring, looks like, to put their money over into util. And you can see the flashes. You can see the dog. Crim taking assertiveness, pushing up. The dart comes out. Isn't quite able to convert that. They take the opportunity. Hey, like, that's a nice gun skin. Let me just borrow that real quick. Codemaster now in a little bit more of a compromising position. Shopboy is going to come over to fill that kind of gap. That's going to leave mid wide open, though. Tumor using that opportunity to get some visibility into the dog, using their own dogs. Again, grenade coming up from Ruben. Kind of do that suppressive force. Not seeing anybody. Rotate happening over on post plant side. Going from mid over towards A. Shaboy not able to convert that into another kill. Flash goes out on the site. Codemaster is left alone. Does see quite a few people here. Does spot the dog. Does shoot the dog. There's a flash. Counter dog.
No more dreams.
Better dog player. Whiff, not ready for somebody to be walking around that corner. Incendium getting the pick off of that. Codemaster. Just a little bit faster on the draw there. 20 bullets in the mag. Is going to see the reset. Doesn't quite see them as they move over and gets timinged out and fragged. Always have some water. Water is good for you, I promise. Well, I guess everything's good in moderation. Except for asbestos. No level of asbestos. It's good. Tumor. Run up with the team. We're seeing a big split here. Kind of a default play. Derp. Doing big steps. Trying to get at least some level of frag here. Not quite the oppressive force that he was last round. Shaboy. Holding hard.
Yikes.
One pick off Incendium. That's their main fragger down now. Derp. Moving in. Not quite ready. Is ready for it. Picks off Shaboy. There's your trade. On B-site control now. Smoke goes out. Codemaster and Ruben are cut off from visibility. Haunt's destroyed. No visibility.
Bring them down.
Spike is running over there. They're like, why haven't they planted yet? Oh, because the Spike's not here yet. Big flash from Jazz Cheese coming out. Crim now asserting on site. They have control, frontal control here.
One
Oh,
enemy
does get
remaining.
spotted.
Spike
Plant is down at least, so there's some money. Jazz Cheese does try to swing out. Unfortunately, there's 3 other enemies just waiting for him. Not quite able to convert that, but that means that Ruben gets to defuse. It's 3-2. Googly eyes. Teams are neck and neck right now, but the biggest diff that we see, especially in terms of your character loadout, is there are 4 ults ready now. There's a flash. A few little shots going out. There's the division. Whiff now all alone on site. Gonna take the opportunity to cross. Prim and the rest of the team. As soon as this wall falls here,
Perfect accuracy.
does get, again, the pick on Incendium, which is a big play. Flash comes out. There's a res. They've got 6 now. Ruben trading out, grabbing Narissa. Crim grabbing Incendium. Codemaster grabbing Tumor. Derp picking off Whiff, though.
One enemy remaining.
Derp no longer able to provide the healing that he needs to. That leaves Jazz Cheese solo and alone.
Satchel out.
Jazz Cheese has the opportunity to actually get the spike. There is no visibility on the part of Googly Eyes. If he can get the spike and just start running,
I got the spike.
that's the opportunity. Ruben
30
Again.
seconds left.
playing like Whiff did back last game when he was Silva, setting up, trying to make sure that he can't get this plant down. Ruben hears it. Almost not able to convert that out, though. Gets that last kill with that last shot, and that means Jazz Cheese is down. Googly Eyes now 4-2. A stark contrast compared to what we had last game. It's not that they're not dropping games, right? We're seeing in the rounds 1 and rounds 4, they did get fragged out, but they're playing much more to the map in this match compared to when they were on Ascent last round. From the side of Post Plant, though, they're trying to use their agent's util in order to kind of create an artificial path through all of these kills. Big pushes here. They're trying to fling in, unable to convert that. Whiff getting the kill with his turret. Ruben then getting Jazz Cheese. Crim over on the other side, picking off and sending him in the background. Big rotate now over from Post Plant. Narissa and Tumor. Again, this is an econ round for Post Plant, so they're not quite able to keep up with the destructive capabilities, shall we say, with the Vandal. But could have been worse. Crim does get picked off. Tumor running in on site, trying to get that plant down. Ego plant.
Spike planted.
Ruben flashbacking onto site, not able to quite convert it, using the confidence. Shaboy using the gunplay though. Whiff coming in from behind. Shaboy on front, not able to convert. Everybody else closing on their position. That last kill though does mean that it's going to put Googly in a little bit more of a conservative position when it comes down to that purchasing power. Full sets here. Everybody's got Vandals, Phantoms, and full shields. Again, this is going to be one of those rounds where it all comes down to, can you play with a team? Can you make best use of the map? And can you use your abilities to the best of their capability? With setting up for an excellent shutdown here. Big split push. Flash comes out.
I've got your trail.
Does get spotted, is on site. Nanoswarms are popped off. Turret does grab Incendium. Grabs two. That flash ain't gonna pop though. Up from the rooftops. Click, click, click. Where we have Narisa picking off with Grim. Picking off Tumor. Shaw making his way over. Trying not to get spotted. Grim's in a mentally dubious position, but Narisa is in a weird spot. Shaboy does manage to pick one, does manage to slowly evade it. Shaboy using, again, gunplay to the best of its conditions. And the opportunity to get that last kill.
Not today.
Holding on to that ult just in case he needs it. But 12 points of damage was how close that match was. All it needed was Narisa to land one leg shot. And that would have been the end for Googly Eyes' reign right now. But it chains on. That was a defusal round. Making use of a lot of the econ that they've built up over time. Putting, again, Postplant back onto the back feet into another econ round. We're seeing a little bit of buy forward here. 2 Vandals, 2 big shields, 3 Vandals. Now, Shaboy being a little bit aggressive. Smoke goes out. Flashed out on Krim. Does get spotted multiple times. Ruben picking up Derp over in mid. Krim grabbing Tumor though. With Incendium up on top side. Jazz Cheese does manage to get the spike. Is kind of in a, what we call a bad position here. Shaboy using the gun though. In that position. Narisa sneaking right past Ruben on the left-hand side. Ruben none the wiser. Ruben, you're like 7 seconds too late, bud. Narisa. Spotted by Codemaster. Codemaster has util out, though. Narisa using the opportunity. Picks off Shaboy, who was already low on health. Ruben now regretting missing that, that catch earlier. Whiff, seeing one, runs out, spraying, though, with the Phantom. That's going to be your advantage on that. Faster fire rate.
Race it to the spike side.
Shaboy popping his ult. Time to go scare some more children. See you later, Yuga Bear. Hope you enjoyed the fun thus far. Seven 2 right now. Almost a reverse of what we were seeing last game. 3 more rounds left on this half of the match. Dart comes down, does get immediately shot. They know at least one person's there. There's an op from from Shaboy. Okay. Shaboy with the op. Ruben picks off Derp again over in mid. Big push onto site. Tumor shooting. Whiff is there. Unfortunately, his elevation is gonna be what's costing here. Ruben spraying a little bit. Grenade out. Was gonna blast back onto site. Isn't able to quite convert that.
One enemy remaining.
Codemaster getting that kill over on Narisa. That means there's one left. That's Incendium now. Pretty much full health. Full health, full armor. Does get spotted. Not a huge surprise because they know where they are at. Crim taking the opportunity. Does shoot some more down. Does spot the shoulder there. Doesn't matter. Somebody's going to go pick up that op though to make sure it goes into the next round. Shot. Not quite able to use it nearly as well as Incendium was last round. But there's an opportunity. Not pulling the glass cannon though. Full shields. Again, back. What we're seeing here is that post plant is on an econ round. They keep getting pushed back and back and back, and they're not able to really use that kind of loss advantage because of the expense of a lot of their abilities. Dart goes down, doesn't quite see anybody on the backside of sight. Double kill from Shaw, making up for my comments earlier. They've got spike control. Shaw's going to swing out a little bit more. Using that util. Spike does get picked up though. Jazz Cheese, Narisa, Toil,
Here.
Tumor. Why did I say Toil? Tumor. Standing up here in mid. Not quite able to convert that into another location right now. They're going to talk the talk. They're going to walk the walk. Walking all the way down through sewers. Trying to connect over into A lobby. Jazz Cheese creating kind of that mid suppression to keep people from rotating over. There's a flash. Does manage to blind at least one. Narisa and Co. Not making a peep. Whiff. Spots him. On site. Crim not able to convert that. Narisa getting the headshot with that sheriff. With big rotate coming off there. Whiff picks off Narisa. They do now have spike control. So it's going to really be up to Jazz Cheese and what they're able to do on this. Unfortunately, they dropped. It means they know exactly where Jazz Cheese is. Does spot. Does take a good chunk of damage. Everybody's showing up now. Ruben getting that last kill for the round. Ending it up at 9-2.
Last round in the half.
As a blog post from Riot said back in 2020, they designed the game to kind of have more of a holder's advantage, right? Where if somebody's sitting still from a network perspective, they are giving credence to the actual, like, to the defending side. So as an attacker, you're fighting into that. Again, what we're seeing, Shaboy getting a free pick, immediately pulling off that Sage ult. Keeping the pressure on, keep the flashes up. Ult's popped out. Shaboy peeking out, shooting, not able to quite convert that into somebody else. Everybody else taking the opportunity. Oh, Op is still there. I'm going to leave. Post plant doing the fastest rotate that they've ever seen in the West.
Bring them down.
There's the dog. They know at least one person's there. Nobody quite going over there. They are all going for vents. Our leader, Mr. Derp, leading the way. Does get spotted on site. Whiff. Set up there. It's an excellent play. Using the over rotate.
Bomb grenade out.
Whiff.
Initiated.
Popping off now with the defender killjoy util. Forcing them off of site. He's got to rush in order to get that kill. That's going to burn him though. That's 2. Unfortunately, not able to convert that. That means that it goes down. Ruben has the opportunity to rush in, get that defuse started at least. It's 2v1. Sticking it.
Last player standing.
And the Hodl gang here from Googly Eyes is able to get now 2 rounds off of sticking and holding the plant. Trust that they can't aim their guns well.
right here.
Post plant setting up now for an A side push. Actually, I stand corrected. It's side swap because it's 10-2. So now it's Googly Eyes setting up for an A side push as kind of, I guess, tradition, for lack of a better term. Jazz Cheese gonna use that flash. Does immediately get quite a few flashes with that. Pushing up onto site. The rest of the team has already rotated over. Shaboy already on site, creating that control. Does pick up Jazz Cheese.
Spike down A.
Trades 3-3 already. Incendium and Derp on the backside of the site. Shaboy picking up one more. Ruben trying to push onto site. Again, big trades. It's currently 1.5 to 2 right now. Whiff taking the opportunity to get the plant down. Derp not able to quite see where that plant's going down.
Last
Oh, Util kills again. Derp now shooting Shaboy. A little bit faster with that pistol shots. Them pistol shots? Those pistol shots? English is hard.
They have no right to do this.
There's the defuse. It's now 10-3. That's not to say that that's a big W though. Googly Eyes showing last round or last half of this round that even if they lose that pistol round, they can still make it up. You can see that here on our where Postplant did get pistol round, and then Googly Eyes took 2 more, then coming back and sweeping. But this is going to be Postplant's turn to show how defense is actually done.
Careful.
Jazz Cheese get a little bit of flash out and knows that somebody's there. Big rotate. We're seeing a lot of resources over towards B side and mid. Tumor walking up. Again, that kind of backfill. Yeah, she's hearing it. Flash out. Does manage to too many people though. That damage does get sprayed. Tumor pushing up. Crim grabbing 1. Gets traded out. Shaboy grabbing Tumor though. 4v3. Derp ready to catch one more. Spikes on the ground. That gives Derps a holding position, able to convert that into another kill with picking off Narisa though.
1 enemy remaining.
Derp not able to take out
30
considering the
seconds left.
gun pickup. What are they going to do? Do they have the 30 seconds to get over to the other site? $15. 10.
10 seconds left.
They've got to stick the plant. Incendium has an incentive now to stop it.
Last player
It's down. Incendium's there. Whiff. Gonna run it. There's the stick. And they're gonna hold it. Man, this reminds me a lot of the first half of this game. I wonder how that works. Huddle Gang now being applied back onto Googly Eyes. Incendium sticking it. Even though they did die, they did take the opportunity to get the defuse, and that means they get the winners bonus instead of the losers. All right, as we move into now round 14, Googly Eyes doing a bit more of a B-side push here. Are stymied by a lot of the util over on B-side. Can't quite push up. That just means that the other team is going to use the opportunity. Peek. Crim picking off Incendium, who was on the flank. Jazz Cheese is hearing all of the steps, just wanting somebody to push. Crim picking off one more over in mid.
My ultimate is ready.
Does get traded out. There's an ult. Ruben picks up one more. Two more. He's up to 3 kills already this match. That's the big lineup here.
Last player
And it's a shotgun to the face.
Spike down A.
Whiff. Last one. Does see one. Does have to pull out the gun. Derp also running out with his knife out. One of these is faster than the other. Does see the shoulder of one. Isn't quite ready for the shot that's going to come right over his back. There are 2 people left on the map, not just one. Whiff. Jazz Cheese now. Enjoying the bait that he played. Like a true Australian. We've seen Derp go from the bottom of the leaderboard up to the top. Now 15 under Narisa's 19. That just goes to prove that everybody has their own maps. Derp using the traditional sage wall over in mid. Googly is going to take the opportunity to effectively just break the wall, have a gap, make sure that pressure stays on. Lot of util being used from Narisa to keep people off of B. This is excellent util play here. Again, Krim taking the opportunity to run, make a lot of noise, drag people over towards B side. He is not playing the quiet game. He's going to take a free orb though. Try to bait a few more shots. Is going to be slowed, is going to be spotted. Not quite able to convert that into a shot towards Narisa. Whiff does take the mid pick though. Picks off one up in mid, though is traded out by Derp. Googly guys in kind of a hard spot now. 30 seconds left on the clock. They kind of have to make the decision on how they're going to push in. Ruben taking the opportunity to use ult, kind of force people off sites. Narisa going to take a good chunk of damage out of that. Googly guys using the opportunity to get the plant down. Here's one. Ruben backing off. Does get spotted though. He's going to get shot through the wall.
Last player standing.
Whiff, last alive. It's him v5. Only with a sheriff not able to quite convert that into a kill. That's Narisa going to get that defuse. It's now 10-6. Like, back and forth and back and forth. It is a game of chess with guns.
Make their fear your weapon. Or use a gun, whichever.
All right. Into round 17. Again, we're seeing a big push here on B side here to keep people off. Lots of Astra Stars, lots of util. Narisa around, seeing those shots, trying to bait out the orb. Narisa
My ultimate is ready.
holding still, not letting them know where they're at. Derp taking the opportunity. Realign over towards B side, leaving mid open for a little bit of control. There, the wall is still there, so they're not going to get too much visibility onto it. Jump steps. Chaboy can hear that along with Whiff. Does take a good chunk of damage because of that. Wall's broken. Krim pushing up, using the dash. Get out of sight now. Chaboy taking the opportunity to push up and into vent. Derp's behind him. 1, 2, and shot in the back by 3. However, they're going to use that util because they picked up a gun. They're going to run, keep that suppression off.
Drop in a smoke.
That means Chaboy's going to die once again. evening out the scales just a little bit. Codemaster making a lot of noise. Does see the shoulder. Unfortunately, not able to convert that to kill. Ruben does pick off Derp though, so there's your healing gone.
One enemy
Just sees
remaining.
picking off Crim. There's one left.
Satchel out.
Man, this seems oddly familiar.
Satchel out.
Ooh! Need to sit a little bit further back from that wall because Narisa manages to spray through it and get that kill. As she's taking the last opportunity to get the defuse down. 6 seconds left on that timer though. Could have been a little closer, could have been a little worse. It's now 10-7. Googly Eyes still leading the way, but their lead is quickly diminishing over on the on their defense here. Lots of steppy step noises.
Here. Here.
Googly Eyes taking the opportunity now to do a big A side push. This is going to be their opportunity to kind of get on site. They are low on money, high on spirit though, as Crim rushes in, gets the setup, dashes in, is flashed. Does try to find one, does see the line.
Our spike carrier is killed.
Derp running on site.
Strike down A.
Not able to quite convert that onto a kill. I just had to let it happen. That buy from last round means that a handful of them aren't going to be able to do full buys, but we are going to see the rest of them pick up those Vandals. Meanwhile, on post plants, they are enjoying the and reaping the benefits of their current streak. 6 rounds back-to-back wins, which means they've got the econ in order to maintain a full buy, full asset purchase here.
Right.
Usual wall breaking mid. Trading out, picking up a little bit of assets here over on the A side. Incendium does get spotted. Whiff picks him off. That gives the rest of the team a little bit more information though, and that's important. The boy trying to run on site does drop Spike. The Tumors
down
shooting
A.
from up in rafters.
You should run.
Big play there from Ruben. Unfortunately, not able to quite convert that into a kill. It doesn't do nearly enough damage. 3v2 right now. With post plant on the back foot. They have Spike. There's 30 seconds on the clock.
30 seconds left.
With where they're
Last
positioned, they
player
kind of have to go on site. Whiff picks off Narisa up on the rooftops. Codemaster getting the plant down. Jazz, she's last alive from post plant. Sees one. Gotta back off a little bit.
Time to hunt.
Use the dog, get more visibility. There's a counter dog. One
Destroyed.
visible, but they know roughly where she's at now. Codemaster gonna use the tether to try to hold him in place. Crim does manage to see just the side of it, bringing down to 29. Unfortunately, Whiff isn't ready for them to continue swinging out of that. Gets picked off in rafters. Codemaster and Crim are the last alive. Jesse's gonna take the opportunity in order to maybe get a kill on exit here. Yep, there's Crim with the swing. That's gonna give them the opportunity to run. Unfortunately, that bomb's gonna go off, and both of them live by the skin of their teeth. And by the way, there's no skin on teeth. That would be horrifying. If you're new to G-Val stream, hello. I am the not usual host. That's usually Kaze case. part of the rest of the G Valorant team. I'm just stepping in as a former host of these live streams. Big plays here over on taking the opportunity now to essentially use their momentum from last round, shove them back. Unfortunately, Incendiary does have an op. Dog going down. Krim gets picked off one by one by one by one. Ruben, kind of a weird spot, though that could play to his advantage. Does manage to pick off the op. Use that. No, not able to quite use the ult in order to pick off, but that means that Tumor does get seen and spotted and picked off. Jazz Cheese is on site. Drops, does get spotted, does shoot, does take quite a significant amount of damage. 46 points of damage left on Jazz Cheese. He doesn't have enough time. That ring just passed by the bomb. That bomb's gonna go off, and Googly Eyes picks up another round, bringing it now 12-8. They found their footing. They found their momentum. They need one more round in order to bring this into map 3. I know, it's exciting, isn't it? A competitive Valorant game. Sweeps, honestly, I'll be completely honest. Sweeps are no fun. Like, it's not a good time for the other team because they're just getting pummeled. It's not a good time for your team because you're not able to like really utilize your strengths. It's just, oh, my gunplay is better. Oh, okay. Krim showing him what gunplay actually means, picking off derp. That means there's no healing, no res is coming in for this round, and that means that an ult from the post plant side is down. And Risa also having their ult out. Doesn't get spotted. And aside, Ruben running. Does manage to get on site, but unfortunately is going to get shot in the back. Risa now is spotted. Codemaster holding off. Krim using, again, excellent gunplay. And where they're at, is able to use the Vandal to get that kill. Krim's now on site. They have an opportunity to Jazz Cheese. Using Vandals, trying to get it out. Last one alive, and that is the kill and the round that Googly Eyes needed in order to actually convert this into a win for them. That means it's 1-1. We're going to map 3. What does that mean? Oh, well, here's some nice stats. We're seeing a little bit more of kind of the diversity, right? Last round we had, you know, Googly Eyes, post plant, Googly Eyes, post plant, Googly Eyes, post plant. Now we've got that post plant. Narisa really showing off in this last round here. Got something after or short break. Okay, I'm done. We'll take a quick 20-second break in order to get some water, go to the bathroom, and we'll be back probably whenever they start doing their agent picks. We'll be back in just a moment. If I can find the actual mute button for my microphone. Welcome back, and we are quickly going to go into our next match. It's going to be a long day for these players as we go into the third match, which is Abyss. Honestly, I haven't seen too much of this map. Not a huge fan of it personally, but that doesn't mean it's not in the competitive pool. It is, in fact, and that means that we're going to have players picking it. And let's go see what those players are picking here. There we go. Again, Googly Eyes ready and set for their lock-ins. Ruben KO with Sova, Shotboy on Omen, Crim again on Jet, Codemaster back on Killjoy, trying to create those opportunities and that suppression. And from the postman side of things, we got Naresa over on Astra, Jazz Cheese over on Cypher. Gonna be the first time we're seeing them today. Mr. Derp switching it up. Maybe Reyna? Tumor over on Fade, and Incendium switching it up again and going towards Gecko. There's your lock-ins. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Jesse's gonna stick with Cypher. That'd be fun, babe. Just saying. All right, they're gonna be forcibly locked in here as the timer hits 0, playing with Cypher, and we're gonna load in to Abyss. You know, I need to find a better playlist that doesn't include the smooth songs that we've got going on right now. Let's switch over to the game audio. Going to be a lot more gunplay, a lot more footsteps shooting here. All right. Just to give some audio read back on what we're seeing up here on screen. Ruben and Co. Googly Eyes are on defense right now. That means that your post plant is going to be leading on attack here. Already showing how comfortable they are with the map.
Spike planted.
It's now 4-4. Codemaster just got to land one more shot down on to the Jazz here. Yeah, the steps, you know where he's running the bomb is down though. Naresa gonna trade out. Codemaster gets a kill. Crim grabbing off Jazz Cheese as he was running away. Incendium picking off Whiff though. It's now 3v2. That right click's not gonna land their shots. Crim picking off Incendium and Mr. Dart picking off Crim. It's 1v1. Got about 10 seconds here.
Imagine if I died right now.
That voice line is a little bit too accurate right now, Killjoy, considering that Derp was right around the corner. They're going to get killed, but that doesn't matter much as it's a pistol round. They're going to take that econ, buy up, get some specters, get some shields, take that opportunity, and hold down Googly Eyes with some guns. All right. Post plant taking the opportunity now, going for more of an A side push here. Flash already comes out. There's the knife. Does get shot. Not able to quite convert it. Krim does get a little bit of shot out, but not able to get some damage. A lot of noise, not a lot of bite. That's the team taking the opportunity to run over towards B. Googly Eyes taking the opportunity now to rotate towards A. That could be a fatal miscalculation here. There is still a turret on site. As soon as they step on site, does get spotted. That means Codemaster's got the information to tell the rest of the team, get your butts over towards B. The plant is going down and Incendium taking the opportunity.
Spike planted.
Using their good friend Wingman. That's the rest of the coop here.
Revealing
Googly
area.
Eyes showing up. They're going to play retake. They're picking off Shavoy as he enters. 2 down. 1 more picking off in the back. Too much going on right now. Ruben picking off Tumor and sending him picking off with. There is a defuse trying to happen here. Not quite able to do it, but doing a lot of damage. Picking off 2 people. Using those guns against them. Unfortunately, not able to get the spike defused, even if they tried. Lightning and dot phase. Go, go, go. Googly Eyes. Trying to get that last second here. 14 seconds left in this buy phase. Again, we're seeing kind of a similar sign up of what we had last round. They kind of set up on A side, likely. There's the knife.
Knife deployed.
Knife goes up on the wall. Knife gets shot.
One suppressed.
No, it doesn't. Does only spot 1. Is that a false sense of security? It seems to be for Ruben. Taking the opportunity to go up onto site. Krim sees a lot more than one telling, hey, by the way, you need to turn around. Krim using the gun advantage that he's got here. Picking off 4 of 5. Krim's like, I'm at 40 health. Maybe I shouldn't enter. I'm going to be honest. Dog comes out. Dog doesn't spot. Spike gets picked up. Spike gets run away. Oh. Krim trying to get that last kill. Unfortunately gets picked off with coming in from behind though. Stopping it from happening. That is unfortunately not a
Yes, daily tactics
an
would only
ace
work
for
so
Krim, but
long.
quite a class. I'll give credit where credit is due. Still 4 kills. That's the momentum interrupt that they needed from their side. That's going to put, again, that's good. Like we saw a lot of times last round, it's going to put post plant onto their back foot, onto buying those econ buys. We're seeing a Spectre, we're seeing a Sheriff, we're seeing some light shields. But we're seeing a force up too in the fact that, you know, Incendium and Narisa both have high-end weapons. Much more of a default play here.
You did good.
Busy trying to get some visibility. KO grenade. Trying to create some suppression. Not quite able to hold them back though. We're on site. Shots coming over from Krim. Derp does get spotted because of that shock dart. Whiff is significantly more suspicious now. Does manage to get 1, does get 2. Whiff being like, hey, Krim got 4 last round, I can get 4 this round. Unfortunately, Codemaster and Whiff do get picked off by Narisa, who's around the flank. Spike now can run all the way towards B. Ruben taking the opportunity, take it slow, get it on site. Tumor starting to plant. That call, it's going to happen.
Spike planted. 1 enemy remaining.
Ruben is warmed up. Not quite able to convert that, though. Shaboy from behind, timing it together. And getting that last kill on Narisa. It's 2-2. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the funny subscribe button down below. Or if you're on Twitch, I mean, if you got a Prime sub on Twitch, hit me up.
Here.
If not, hit the follow button so you can get alerts whenever I go live on my personal channel or when GVal goes live on their YouTube channel for their stream games.
Destroyed.
Case should be back next week.
Right here.
Big push coming over here from Post Plant.
Scanning ahead.
Trying to get up onto site.
Found them.
Whiff does get spotted. Shots going down. Codemaster managing to get some spray, picking off Incendium. That's going to be a top target down. Dirt trying to use the opportunity, picks off Shaboy. Trying to see Whiff. Whiff gets picked off by Tumor. Big site control when it comes to that. Prim though managing to pick up Jazz Cheese. That means the flank's open for Ruben right as he's walking around the corner here. Dirt picking up Codemaster. Going to get a little bit more of a heal here. Prim.
Spike planted.
It's going to disappear.
Kill confirmed.
Ruben coming around the corner.
Suppressed.
Picking up one more. Knife goes out. Does manage to
One
suppress.
suppressed.
He knows one person's over there.
One enemy remaining.
Krim,
Last
there's the
player
trade.
standing.
Flash.
Excellent flash. But unfortunately, his timing is slightly off. Waiting for someone to peek from the left. Unfortunately, peeking from the right. It's now 2-3.
BYB fam, going to Astral to do them Astral Guardian things I do.
Close match. Nobody's really getting in that kind of pure oppressive force. We're seeing a little bit of a kind of discount buy from both sides here. Nobody's able to really convert that into
Suppressing.
a successive lead, though. Derp taking the opportunity to push up real hard. Not willing to peek outside of that smoke, though. I mean, Shaw doesn't actually get any visibility onto him. Drone sees one, sees two. Does a little bit of a jump peek. Looking to see one. Does see the shoulder. Does see one up. Trying to convert towards Tumor. Does get a little bit of body shot there. Enough to get damage and the kill. That gives him a slight advantage here. Two down.
Spike down mid.
Spikes in mid.
Found them.
Derp does get spotted by the util. Whiff showing again his
Last player
prowess.
standing.
Jazz Cheese, though, coming in for a trade, picking off Whiff. Krim grabbing Nerys off on the other side of the map here. Jazz Cheese last alive. He's got to hold his hopes and dreams and the lead for his team, though not great chances considering it is currently 1v4. Taking the opportunity to walk back towards CT side here.
30 seconds left.
We should see him now. There's the knife. Does see him. Ruben. A little bit of recoil control goes a long way. Picking off Jazz Cheese at that last moment. Bringing it up to 3-3. It's tied still. Both teams kind of had their map in the first two. Just as a review, we had Ascent, of which Post Plant managed to pick the win on that one, followed up by Split, where Googly Eyes managed to get their win. So we're on map 3 right now. Map 3, it's 3-3. Conspiracy, I think so. With trying to set up plenty of util over on B side. They're not super worried about it. They are seeing a lot of noise over on mid. Ruben picking up Derp, who is trying to go for a flank. Not quite able to hold his own, though. No one to trade him out. So that means that's going to be a pure W for that. Jazz Cheese using the Sheriff to its finest, picking up Shaboy. Whiff, though.
Spike down B.
Picking up Incendium and Nerissa over on, and Tumor over on the B side map. One more. Does he? Jazz Cheese not quite able to get the landing of that headshot that he needed from the Sheriff. So it's been two rounds for Post Plant, 2 rounds for Googly Eyes, then 2 more for Googly Eyes. It's 4-3. They're leading now. That also means that they have the opportunity to hold weapons, and we're seeing that kind of econ push here. Shoboy picking up an op over for kind of mid control. Again, another A side kind of mid push here. Hoping to see somebody run up. Shoboy going to be woefully left alone here. Grip. Button. Forces one out. Does see another, sees two more and runs. Which, you know, that's fair.
Cover going out.
Jazz G is currently hiding in the smoke. Behind that. That smoke's going to dissipate here in 3, 2, 1. Do we get a successive op shot? There's going to be a big push here. Does he one? A little bit faster on that scope and gets the shot down. Let's go back over to Ace side here. There's the dart. Does get spot 2. Shock dart goes out.
Out of charges.
Incendium does manage to avoid a lot of the damage from that shock dart. Spray it through that wall with lots of chip damage out on the post plant side, or from the post plant side of things. Picking off Ruben now. Krim trading out Marisa. There's the dog. Dog gets shot. They know where the op's at now. And it's going to be in the best interest now
30
for
seconds
post plant to leave. And that's the opportunity they're taking. Running as fast as they can over towards B side. Backing up. Do cancel. They don't see anybody over. They do hear him in mid and are a little bit fearful. Here's the run over towards B side. Codemaster, however, still there. Still has
10
Utah.
seconds left.
Here's the big run. He's not going to be able to get on site. 6 seconds and plant time is out. They're going to need to hold the guns, stay alive here, and bring those into the next round with a little bit of econ loss that they're going to have to take. It's now 5-3 Googly Eyes leading.
So, do we mix it up? Double down? Let's talk.
All right. Post plant taking the opportunity now to do a full A side push. Krim, is Krim ready for it? Maybe not. Also taking the opportunity to just run. Does get spotted. Does get sprayed. Use the updraft in order to get out of a sticky situation. Big control there. Does get spotted. Ruben, ults being out, does take the opportunity. Means that he's going to be stuck there for a little while longer. Whiff. Can't quite get that shot down. Incendium getting off a headshot.
Planted.
Ruben does eventually now get finally taken out.
I know exactly.
Shoboy with the op. Does see one, unfortunately not able to convert that. That means there's an op on the floor. Do they pick it up? Yep, Jazz Cheese does. Attacker op.
Take a breath now. Release
Sure,
the tension.
I guess.
Good? Let's
Could
go.
be worse. Just as a time check, it's currently 2:07 p.m. Mountain Time, 1:07 Pacific Time, and 4:07 Eastern Time. Oh, and I guess technically 3:07 if you're Central. Who wants to be in Central Time though? Totally not half of you guys. Grim and Co taking the opportunity, get a little bit of push here. They kind of got burned by being a little too far forward last round. Whiffs using his using his owl to get kind of visibility. Incendium using the op against Shoboy. They've got an opening here now in mid. They're going to take the opportunity to take that and run. B side push over here. Codemaster is going to be the only one holding. The rest of the team's over on A side. Derp. Trying to line up. Trying to figure out where everybody is. Side jump. Turret does spot. Codemaster does drop the pings. That means the rest of them coming up. Jazz Cheese picking off Ruben, though, on the backside. Narisa getting the plant down.
Spike planted.
There's an ult from Codemaster. Maybe. Whiff and Krim both see a few people running over towards the backside connector entrance. Does get spotted. One down. There's the dart. There's the ping.
Last player standing.
One left. Krim
Nailed this.
Does see
My
that.
ult's ready.
Does see the gun anyway. Jeshies. There's the op. Doesn't really have time. Gonna take the opportunity to run. Probably safe play. Keep their guns. Counter up. Nobody picking up over there, but that means there are now 2 ops in play. Just remember that if you are going to be casting for 3 hours, or I guess 2 hours now, if you're going to be casting for 2 hours, make sure you've got enough water. Gotta stay hydrated.
Shutting them down.
Post plant, using the opportunity to more of a default player, trying to poke, trying to see. Codemaster take the opportunity to take out Derp though. Googly Eyes doing a little bit of an over rotate. Incendium seeing a lot of head count is gonna get blinded. Tumor getting the plant down on A. Crim going, oh, we overshot just a little bit. Don't forget to check your right hand side there.
Night night.
A little bit too close for call, unfortunately. Tumor picks off Ruben over there too. Tumor, last one on site. Does get spotted. Sees the leg, sees the back. Op is there. They can hear him. The op up in the sky does get counter opped though. See, this is the problem with having 2 ops on a map. Picking up a different vandal. Trying to find. Do they swap out ops? Nope, same op.
Last round.
Both of them were originally sourced from Shaboy. All right, this is gonna be the last round of the swap. It's 6-5. It's close. Post Night making up a lot of ground in the past 3 rounds. Losing the last one, that can. But it also means that everybody's got enough econ in order to actually create suppressive gunplay. So again, back to that point, everybody's got, you know, equal opportunity to buy guns, to buy utilities. Now it's gonna be up to gunplay. It's gonna be up to teamwork. It's gonna be up to communication. Crim does see quite a few. It's gonna keep people from baiting off. Codemaster backing out a little bit, maybe too early. Whiff, hearing the steps run away, telling Codemaster, no, go back real quick, go back real quick. Ready for that mid play, nobody's quite there. Stars go out, they know people are on site, that smoke is behind them though. Alarm bot's triggered.
Bomb grenade out.
Tumor, get the plant down on the back side of site. The rest of Googly Eyes are going to be pushing up here from, well, really 2 only major entry points for defense on B side. There's the dart. Does manage to get picked off by the Defender Killjoy, the lockdown. They can see the Reyna behind them. Does get the headshot from Whiff. Good oppressive force. Crim going for the opportunity to get that defuse.
I know
Crim
exactly
sticking it.
where you are.
Does get the defuse, even if Jazz Cheese does spray and get 2 more in the bag. It's going to be an econ damage, but that does not matter as we switch sides. We now get to see the attacker side of
Simple as that.
Googly Eyes, and we get to see the defense side of our good friends.
This goes here.
Post plant.
That goes there. Yes, this should do. Oh, this is a nice spot.
Plenty of setup now from Jazz Cheese, making sure that, oh, you thought about going on A site? Let's not do that. Speaking of A site, Googly has taken the opportunity to determine, okay, what are we actually going to do? What's our play going to be? We'll see them find their footing.
Here.
Statistically, they are not likely to pick up the pistol round. I'm pretty sure they've lost every single one, except for one last game. Here's the big push. A lot of steps. There's the free orb. There's a camera coming up from Jazz Cheese. Does see. Cage triggered.
Got you.
Whiff is going to get sprayed under Narisa. Crim picking up Narisa over on the backside of site. Is ready to hold that. Big plays coming in. Not able to quite land those
Last
shots.
player standing.
That leaves Ruben all by him. All poor Lones himself does get spotted by the flash over from Incendium over from the west side. And again, Googly Eyes losing the pistol round, but that does not stop them from winning Eco next. All right.
Where are you?
Here's the lineup. Here's the play. That means we've got, they're going to say G3, but what is really G3 anymore? Googly has a game to play. Krim taking the opportunity to use his dash. Getting up, pushed onto site. Does manage to spot Incendium just a little bit. Is he ready for that there? Can't quite lead in the headshot. Incendium's going to use that to his advantage.
Player standing.
2 picks. Wow.
down,
And a
B.
complete sweep. Tumor spotting Ruben now, down to 13 health. Gonna walk straight into Incendium's spray there, forcing him into a bad position, especially as everybody else surrounds. Not a great look, but that means it's 7-7. We're tied up again for the, let's see, second and third and fourth and fifth time. Tumor setting up with their fade calls. Big push does immediately spot it. Just one person. Prim pushing up, creating an enormous amount of movement here. Shaboy trying to get the plant down. Big spray coming up. Spike planter was killed.
Spike down B.
Ruben picking off Tumor. Incendium picking off Ruben now. It's 2v4. Again, bad situation to be in. They're clearing out the rest of the site. Codemaster gets peeked from the little gap in that smoke. They're enjoying a full yell here. With last alive in a very similar situation.
No more.
Thinking off 1, 2. You heard the step behind.
Enemy
3.
remaining.
32.
Revealing area. Deploying drone.
He knows roughly where the team is. He's got one opportunity. He does have a phantom though, so he's gonna be at a disadvantage. He does spot him. Unfortunately, Incendium's looking directly in his way. Gets that last shot, and that's all Incendium needed. 7-8 now, with Postplant leading the charge. They've got their momentum. They're using the exact same plan back against from what we were seeing last half. 3 rounds in, and they have the econ hold here. You can see, especially, you can see that definitely on the Googly Eye side of things. They're doing a cheap buy, a little bit of Spectre, a little bit of Sheriff, buying 4 next. They're setting up on B side. Googly has got to find an opportunity essentially to create that gap.
Revealing area.
Guard goes down into the back corner. Isn't gonna quite see anybody up on the shelf here. Jesse's hiding in the corner, does manage to avoid the knife just a little bit. Sees Crim, can't quite convert that. Shaboy picks off Incendium over in the mid side. He's got to land one more shot. Does get that shot. Shaboy managed to have a Sheriff, but there is tons of action happening over on the other side. With pushing up, does hit the trip, using the Sheriff to try to get a little bit of damage down, but unfortunately they do back off. The rest of the team is now over on A side with a huge run to get it over on the B side before anybody else can show up. They need plant protection effectively. Get the bomb down so that way they have to fight you instead of you fighting them. Seeing a little bit of util. Codemaster getting that plant down.
Spike planted.
Narisa with an op. That's oppressive. Big push here. They're going to take the opportunity to back off, play this from a safer position. Turret's been shot down, though. There's 3.
Blinding.
Narisa does get blind. They know where Shaboy is. There's the defuse. Tap. Nobody on it, though. There's the reload. That's going to catch him off sides. Codemaster now.
One enemy remaining.
That's the hold. There we go. Got to switch to your secondary.
Focus for a second.
Last moment clutch. 2.27 seconds before that palm would have gone off. And that was enough for them to get that kill in, though. Codemaster shaking their head at the fact that they had to carry that around. But that's what a team game is here. As your teammates get picked off, that just reduces or increases the load. The views of Sova. The views of Sova did not reflect that of KO. Sincerely, KO. I proved this message. With trying to create some noise over on A side. Little bit of visibility. Narisa hop into Astro mode. Whiff picks off Jazz. Derp coming in, picks off Crim. Shaboy trading out, though. Creating opportunities. 4v3. Does see Tumor, though. They know where one's at least. They're going to take the opportunity to run B side with that bomb.
Watch them run.
Shaboy going to be coming around this side here. They've got B side control. There's the bomb plant. 3, 2, 1, 0. Spike is down, and we've switched from attackers to defenders, defenders to attackers. Incendium trying to use the op in order to gain lines here. Unfortunately, with the positioning of everybody else, it's not going to be a great time. Whiff. Does spot one, but gets shot through the teammate. Incendium going to take the op and run. It is not a battle that he wishes to fight. It's 8-8, going to be 9-8. Sorry, 8-9. 8-9? 9-8? 9-8. Incendium take the opportunity. The rest of Googly is going to be, let's not run towards the op. Fighting back and heading back towards T side. Such a long game set. I'm running low on water. Incendium enjoying his surprised Pangu spray.
Let's see how it goes.
Meanwhile, let's watch over to G3. They're all lining up and getting set up for their rush onto A side. They know that traditionally this is a pretty weak side. Pushing up, dashing on site, getting full control very, very quickly, clearing out a lot of Cypher's util here on site too. No loss of any health points now, and the bomb has already been planted, so the timer is ticking. There's the big side. We're seeing marshals, we're seeing ops. This is econ rounds at its finest. 2. Does get clapped, does get spotted. Big retake on the side. Does see one, does manage to get some shots down.
Concealment.
They can't quite get back quite on site. That Mana Swarm is popped off. They're using time to their advantage here. Gets one. Does get spotted one more. Isn't able to convert. Derp getting 2 more kills, but that does not matter because everyone dies in the end. Incendium getting picked off by the bomb explosion. Not enough time, but that's all Googly Eyes needed. It's 10-8. Again, this is game 3, last one in the set. Current roll-up score is 1-1, 1 for Googly Eyes, 1 for Post-Plant Depression. Googly guys shuffling up the plan a little bit. They know that they are low on econ. Big push, big play here. Derp and Narisa. Big trade outs. It's now 2v3. Krim trying to get that last shot. Does manage to pick off, even it out 2v2. No damage on either side, but no information on where everybody's going either. Krim pushing up, clearing A. That information's gonna be heard. There's the plant.
Nightmare, take them!
So there's one, doesn't quite expect Krim to be up top with him. All that's left is Jazz Cheese on site. This is not an impossible task for either of these teams. Jazz Cheese does manage to avoid the knife, giving Googly Eyes some false confidence here. Up on side, Krim hiding around the corner. Camera right in front of Ruben. Does spot Krim, but unfortunately Ruben swings and grabs Jazz Cheese right at the end. It's 11-8. Back and forth and back and forth. All right, as we line up to our last few rounds here. G3 setting up. Taking the opportunity to push again. They're trying to exploit the weaknesses. However, post plant is taking the opportunity. Oh, Narisa falling all the way down into the pit with a Krim headshot. That's the opportunity that Googly Guys needed to get on site. Again, Narisa, very impressive force last round, being definitely shut down this round. Codemaster getting the spike plant down. Krim being a little bit too aggressive, hitting up on Tumor, trades out with Shaw though. Incendium picking up Shaboy and Mr. Derp, picking up Ruben. Attacker Killjoy's here though. That means that they've got to push, otherwise they're not going to be able to get onto site here.
One enemy remaining.
Lockdown was destroyed. That means Whiff's going to be all alone. Gets off one, but it can't quite convert it to the second. Incendium taking the opportunity to start the fuse.
Sana, sana.
It's 11-9. Momentum. Neither side can keep it currently. But that is not to say that Post Plant does not have an uphill battle here. They are currently 2 points behind G3. And all, or not G3, Googly Eyes. Googly Eyes needs just 2 wins to get their side. Remember, this is a win by 2 set. Googly Eyes taking the opportunity, not seeing anybody on B, trying to keep it quiet. Much more of a default play here, trying to get anybody who's offsides. Not seeing anybody though. As far as I'm aware, they haven't actually seen, and nobody's seen anybody else yet from the other team. Camera flashes coming over from Cypher. Krim lining up. Does he one? Can't quite convert that out. Uses the dash at the last second in order to get away from the situation. Shock darts going out. Big visibility. Dirt picking off Shaboy over on the other side. Over on B side. Ruben pushed up, grabbing Tumor. There's the alt play. They're pushing up.
30 seconds.
Does he one? Doesn't quite communicate to his team that he is in fact above, not below. Krim grabbing Derp though on that push. Grabbing one more. Down to 7 health. Playing it fast and loose with the rules. Coming up from behind. Can't quite get the spray down. That means that there's one left. He's going to take the opportunity to get that last second plant down. They know exactly where he is. They're going to pair together. Can't quite get the shot out. It's 11-10. So long as the fuse goes out. I've seen one.
Spike the fuse.
Post plant now using their momentum, pushing them back. Unfortunately, it was kind of a costly game from both sides here, so we're already seeing a little bit light shield from Derp, though kind of a Fnatic play. And then with a Bulldog on Tumor, even Googly Eyes having to do the econ by buying for next, setting up for that 11-11, you know, reverse. The Sheriffs and light shields and no shields and Spectres, oh my. Smoke going down main hallway. That gives them an opportunity to push up into the vent here.
Spike down A.
One head tap. It's still 2v4 right now, though.
Last player standing.
Not able to convert that. Derp grabbing whiff. Ruben spot at the last second. Didn't pick up Spike, though. Get it on the clock. There's the flash. Takes a good chunk of damage. Avoids the clap and does get shot by Derp, though, as he swings around the corner. Couldn't go anywhere behind, though. Naresa was waiting for that flank back. It's 11-11, all tied up. That means this is kind of the deciding point between the two teams, because if you lose this, you're going to be put into a bad spot economy-wise next round. Post plant's a little bit shielded from that, given that they have a few people who are over that kind of 3,500 point barrier. But Googly Eyes does not have such luxury. They need to get this round in order to maintain their momentum, or to regain their momentum on. And momentum is what they're using to push on to side B here. Prim dashing in, trying to get on site, picks off the op player. Gonna get shot in the back by Derp. Derp killed by Krim. Big trades back, left and right here. Spike plants down. Whiff. Grabbing one over in mid. Tumor getting on site.
Player standing.
Trade's going back. It's now 2v1 though. Whiff does manage to shoot. There is that momentum shift that they needed. Googly Eyes now 12-11. This is last round unless Post Plant will use their credits and put up a good fight. We're seeing like Shaboy down there, unable to keep a weapon from last round. Doesn't quite have the money. He's gonna have his teammates buy up for him. But Grim pulling out the Sheriff. Oh, and a Vandal. This is their opportunity. This is what they need. This is the strike that they need to complete. Post Plant's like, we're not gonna let you do that. Vandal, Phantom, the entire kit out of the upper echelon of weapons. Does see Shaboy. Derp not able to convert. That means first kill's gonna go over there. Op shot missed from heaven. Incendium suppressed and pushed back into a corner. Not able to keep that up. Does Shaboy get up onto site? TP out. Does see the Gecko well come out here. Big fights. Does see in the back Naresa picking up Shaboy from up above. The spray from Krim picks out one more. Ruben grabbing Jazz Cheese and Incendium up at the top. And Tumor with a big sweep from Ruben right at the end. That means Googly Eyes picks up their second map, the third in the game. That means Googly Eyes wins this week's match against Post Plant Depression. Both teams exceedingly well played. Very close matches every single time. It's been exciting to be here. Look at some of these stats here. With Derp, Krim are your top three, 26, 27, 23, all on the top of the leaderboard. Econ's ratings, well, Krim leaves a little bit desired, but overall, everybody's using their econ effectively at the top of the leaderboard, getting their first bloods. You're seeing those kind of duelist plays. Even Jazz Cheese and Ruben both picking up first bloods for 2 of the rounds. It's exciting, and hopefully Kays will be back next week. Tell him I say hi, and hopefully you guys have an excellent weekend.